So off I go alone into the wild. Again, with my canoe. Well, not my canoe, a borrowed canoe. And to be here till the 8th. And this is day 1. And currently trekking up the creek. And I plan on going all the way to the source, the head of the creek, as far as the canoe can go. And then descending down the creek, the Styx River, and following that one up, and then descending back down. It's a clear sand bottom creek right now. Pretty stout flow to go against. It's too stout to paddle against, but hopefully there'll be a deep spot where I can just cruise. And you have to wear shoes in here, because if you don't wear shoes, your feet will get all messed up. And you have to wear a hat for the sun. More later. So I'm going to attempt to portage these rapids up here. To paddle through this deep area. It's part of exploring the river, I guess. Paddle faster than the current, and it can be difficult. There's actually rocks here. It's quite rare in Alabama that you'll find rocks. It's rock bottom. Man, see you fighting the current. It doesn't really work very well in this swift water. Rocks can damage the hull of the canoe. Yeah, it means it's time to step out that grinding. Looks like someone attempted to dam this off and it created this problem. Pretty nice little rapid right there. Alabama whitewater. It's about another 3-mile slog up to the road where I'm going, and then I don't know how far after that till the river is impassable. I keep finding these dams that have been built by, obviously, man. And then there's these deep holes before them. I guess they used them for fishing. It's pretty cool. I thought it was worth mentioning. I gotta paddle over that deep hole, though. Now, it might not look like much to you, but it's a rapid and it's pretty deep. It's at least a 6-inch drop in elevation. So it's gonna be righteously fast. Always bring a waterproof camera. Obviously I need to lower the camera. This is gonna be fun to go down. Try to get them in view. Yeah, it's about 4 feet deep. I'm gonna turn the camera off while I get around those. Well, I had no idea I'd find anything this severe. See if I can get any closer. It's pretty safe. Sort of, not really. No, I'd say that Look at this petrified rock, petrified tree. Sitting on top of a 1,000,000-year-old tree. Yeah. Unless I want to go around this, which for the record, I don't. Didn't know this was in Baldwin County. That's like an old petrified tree. It's kind of cruel, just for the rapid there's this very still water. And you know, it might be good just to hang out here. That might very well be Brady Mill Dam. I don't know, with what's left of it. But this water right here is great for canoeing on. So it might be worth portaging around here, just stay here and survive here for a few days. I don't know, I have to go up a little more and weigh the pros and cons, but this looks great. Here's a better look at the biggest rapid I've seen so far. Can't get a canoe across that. And then it gets really bad down there too. So I'm going to have to go around on the sandbar if I want to get to the still water that's up there. Well, I've decided that it'd be too much trouble to portage the rapids. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work my way down to the Styx River. But it's just too damn much trouble to go over 15-foot high cliff, down a 15-foot high cliff, into the water, over the rocks, and then I've got to do it all over again when I come back downstream. Now it'd be a lot different, and I bet this river would be a hell of a lot of fun in a kayak, because of what I'm seeing right here. This would be completely doable in a like plastic bottom kayak with some styrofoam in it in case you got a leak. But in a canoe, it's not very smart, and you could get hurt, or in my case tear up the canoe, which doesn't belong to me. I'm just borrowing it. So I'm not going to disrespect this man's canoe by taking it down rapids. That's just not very nice. So I'm going to go back down to the more milder rapids where these are pretty severe. So I'm not going to do those rapids, because I'd probably fuck up the canoe and tear it to whole shreds. Aluminum and rocks weren't meant to be together. So yeah. So now you get to see what it's like to go down this creek with the rapids. Except we're not going down the main rapid, because I don't believe the aluminum skin of the canoe could take it, especially after all it's been through. It would break. So we're going to go this part. This thing is moving. Yeah, this creek goes really fast. Get a couple of rocks, but I'm doing okay. The next one. So this is one of my familiar campsites, and I'm going to stay here tonight. Always tie up the boat. Always. Sometimes going into the woods means using what you got. Like right here is a good example. I don't have a measuring tape, but I always bring paracord, because you never know. So, let's take this paracord, run it along, like so. to get to the end. Then take that, do the paracord in half, and it's like about right here, and cut that in half, and that's going to be the poles that I'm going to use to hang my hammock. Good deal. Oh. So I set up my M1966 hammock. I had to cut down a big tree about that big around with the saw. It was alive. And I cut it down because it was in the fucking way. So it's over there now, all stacked up nice and neat. And next time I'll use it as firewood. But I'm 17 miles from pavement in pretty much every direction. No pavement. So, not in the middle of nowhere by the creek. And bugs are not bad. No mosquitoes to speak of, just these annoying gnats. So I'm going to go ahead and redneck deodorant. Go ahead and soak her down. Let's do it around the edges. Kind of like you're in a house. And it's not going to hurt that nylon. It's really thick, military spec nylon. The downside accordingly is that sometimes it gets a little hot, but the big upside, double upside, is mosquitoes can't bite through it. So that's a big upside. And that's why I'm sleeping tonight. It sure makes a great swing. I've got to start a journal about what all I use. I didn't bring my multi-tool this time. I'll get a lot more out of just spraying the clothes than spraying me, because I take baths in the creek. It's the weather report for day 1 is according to the radio. 96 degrees with a heat index of 104. No chance of rain. But I went ahead and put my poncho tarp up to see if it worked. It's a poncho and it's a tarp. So more versatility and one less thing to have to carry. Somebody asked me to document what I use, so I bought this eyeglass spray, and I bought a smaller container so I could clean my glasses so I could see. I can also clean my scope with this on my rifle.